But I'm saying this because we've been together for 16 years. And, there's been lots of ups and downs, meaning there's been lots of just supporting each other in tough times. And I would say probably over the last 5 have been the most challenging, meaning there's maybe even over the last 7, let's say last 7, just because there's challenges that come up in life. And so I'm saying this to you guys because I want you to realize how important it is to have someone that actually has your back. Okay, that's the point to this. Is I want you to realize that someone that has your back is actually someone that can help propel you, whether or not they believe in your mission at first or not. So I'm about to get into that. So right before I started Orthopelvic, my brick and mortar business, I was like, I think I'm going to do this. And I told him, I was like, I think I'm going to do this. And he was like, you can't do this. We have so much debt. Like we had almost like $500,000 in debt, like together. We can't do this. Like, how are we going to pay rent? How are we going to live? Like, you're crazy. Like, this is nuts. You're basically putting us in a compromised position. And like, this is ridiculous. And like, we're not going to live. We're not going to survive. And like, he went in full on panic mode, and he had all the right to do that. Okay. And I was also in panic mode because I was just like, oh my God, I'm going to do this. And I'm like bawling, I'm crying for like 4 hours straight. Like, oh, like you could not even understand anything I was saying at all for 4 hours straight. It was like someone got murdered. No joke. And my mom was the only one that actually believed in me. And she said, Kelly, do it. And I said, okay. I know my mom always has my back and always like really believes. I know my husband believes in me, but he also doubts me. And he has the right to do that because if our circumstance change because of me, it will also affect him. And I live in a world of abundance and it's going to work out and I'm going to figure it out. So he might live in a world more of like, this is so scary. I can't even imagine it. It's going to cause so much stress. I can't deal with that. Those kind of things. So you may have partners that may be on 2 different playing fields. And that's pretty typical, just and like pretty normal. But how do you find some common ground where maybe at first you didn't agree, but you come back to that? And so, make a long story short, this opportunity came up to invest $3,000 into a program, and we got in a massive fight before I did this. I talked to him and I said, hey, I did actually talk to him. This is like the first time I've ever probably said, like, I'm going to talk to my husband and actually talk to him. Because normally we don't do that. But I was like, I'm going to invest like $3,000 in this program. And he's like, no, what are you doing? Are you psycho? We don't have any money. And because I was just going to put on a credit card because I didn't have $3,000. I had $800 in my bank account. And he left. He stormed out. He left the house. And I'm on the couch bawling my eyes out, thinking like, oh my God, yeah, he's definitely going to be just out of this relationship. And I did it. And that $3,000 made us millions. And I say that because it was a moment that I saw that there was such disbelief or such lack of belief that I use that as like, no, watch me. I'm going to change our situation. And I could see a higher vision for us. I could see that there was another side to it. And I don't run in scared mode. I run in, I'm going to take over this mode. I'm going to do this. I'm going to achieve this mode. And so some of you guys that are listening to this, you may be like my husband, where you are confined to being so scared and being so like, how do I want to say it? Just like you want to be in your bubble because it feels comfortable to you. But the problem here is I wasn't comfortable with our circumstance. I was actually very uncomfortable with our circumstance. We were almost $500,000 in student loan debt. We were, always living in a 550 square foot apartment, 1 bedroom. Everywhere we lived, we were in that square footage. I was uncomfortable. Like I wanted something that I knew I was meant to like live in and that I wasn't in a 550 square foot apartment always and forever. At this point, we're, 8 years out of medical school, 2 doctors, and we're living in a 550 square foot apartment because that's what we could afford.